Lightning is one of the most mystical forces of nature. It's both beautiful and absolutely terrifying at the same time. Here at the Nerd Lab, we're fascinated by lightning too, and we have uncovered the secret to creating and controlling lightning here in our small laboratory in the middle of a remote Maine forest. Now before we get to zapping things with a Tesla coil and experimenting with it, I've actually set this up. Now, this is the top load of the Tesla coil, which is an aluminum pipe tin that basically acts like a tiny capacitor with a capacitance to ground and allows us to direct the sparks from the Tesla coil. I basically hooked this top load to the Tesla coil with a long jumper lead and then hung the top load upside down from the ceiling. Now this nail on the bottom acts as a breakout point, and basically high voltage wants to jump off at the narrowest possible point that's connected to it. So the tip of this nail will direct all of the sparks downwards at whatever we're trying to zap with the electricity.
Okay.
Now this thing is actually connected with a jumper lead over to the top of the Tesla coil, and I've just got it hooked up to the top coil of the wire, and which I'm just stuffing down here for convenience. And I've got the control station here, so I can just sit down on my knees and control the power with this variac, turn it on and off with this switch, and control the frequency of the electric pulses by turning these knobs on the circuit board. So now it's time to get my safety goggles on and get to experimenting with 1,000,000 volts. Me and Ian are gonna roast marshmallows with a Tesla coil. This is another stupid idea from the brain of Walden.
I mean, it could turn out really good.
Yeah. I've tried cooking with high voltage before. It did not turn out really good.
Yeah, that was the hot dog one. Right?
Oh, that hot dog did not work. Yeah, so basically, I've got the marshmallows speared on some like forks, and the forks should have electrical capacitance to ground, so the electricity will want to hit them even if they're not connected to anything, and the electricity will go through the marshmallow and roast the marshmallows. Recording, you ready, Ian?
Yep.
Do you want to flip the switch? Just
Sure.
3, 2, 1, let's go. Getting roasted. Haha, I just want to make it look more attractive. I think that's pretty nice. Yeah, high voltage toasted marshmallows. Ready?
Not that bad.
Yeah.
They're great.
Yeah, I can definitely taste the ozone.
You taste the ozone in them?
Yeah, same as the hot dog, except it doesn't taste awful. Aren't actually glowing like they normally do when you plug them into 120 volts. I think the actual power or current of the Tesla coil is so low that it's not actually heating up the filament. It's just turning the argon gas in the bulb meant to insulate the filament into plasma. See how damaging it is to electronics, so I have an old circuit board there, and let's see what it does. And let's try it. 3, 2, 1. Nock Em. the LED thing is lighting up. Well, yeah. So the interesting thing is that LED thing was actually LED display was like flashing. Interesting.
Smoke coming off the back.
Yeah.
Transformers.
Yeah. So looks like this. You do not want to get your electronics anywhere near a Tesla coil. I've always heard that electrical plasma is affected by magnets, so let's actually put that to the test using these magnets that I extracted from an old microwave magnetron, which you shouldn't do because those things are really toxic. But these magnets have an insane amount of force. These things can lift like 20 pounds. So let's go test them out and see what they'll do being hit by a 1,000,000-volt lightning plasma. Well, that wasn't very interesting. Time to bring out the big guns. These magnets are tiny, but these are neodymium iron boron magnets, the strongest type of magnet in existence. These things have such a powerful magnet attraction that the website I bought them from says that you shouldn't play with them until you're 14. I'm 13. Slow-mo, you can pretty clearly see that despite the spark's obvious attraction to conductive objects, they basically never hit the magnet. That is because the sparks are made out of plasma, and plasma is affected by magnetic fields. The magnetic field is actually bending the sparks and forming a sort of force field, preventing it from getting touched by the high voltage electricity. You know the famous saying, water and electricity don't mix. But what happens if we actually mix them? I know the saying is mostly created just to stop people with no understanding of safety from using electronics in a bathtub, but I wondered how dangerous is it really. So we tested it. Basically, I just filled one of my mom's wine glasses with water, put some bath soap in it to give it more ionic compounds so it will conduct electricity better, and stuck a bunch of LEDs in there so we'll be able to see if the electricity goes through the water, and then hit it with the Tesla coil. Let's go. Again, in the slow-mo, you can clearly see that the LEDs are lighting up, and as the electricity is traveling from the sparks straight through the water, lighting up the bulbs. So, it's true. Don't mix water and electricity. I wanted to see if the sparks from this Tesla coil produce ultraviolet light, but I actually discovered something cooler. This here is a bottle of fluorescein solution, which is known for reacting to UV light. But did you see that? It's actually glowing where the sparks hit it, not in the entire bottle, which means it's acting like a light bulb under high voltage electricity, which I've never heard of happening with fluorescein. So, well, I discovered something. This is one of those plasma ball toys. It normally runs at 5,000 volts, and I've overclocked these things before in my past videos, but this is the most powerful Tesla coil I've ever hooked one up. Let's end off this video with a bang. Here it is. Plasma ball versus 1,000,000 volts. Did you see that? Let's slow it down. Yup, the Tesla coil literally blew a hole in the plasma ball. So, rest in peace.
Now that's a lot of damage!